Talk to me. Yo.
Oh my
They're
god.
both here, Hutcho.
Yo.
What's going on?
Nothing much. I see that you guys are a little peeved or upset about the situation, so I just wanted to
Chit chat about it?
Yeah, I mean, I heard you're done. I don't want you to be done, not playing anymore.
Well, I say things like randomly stupid things like that at the beginning. I'm not actually done, but I'm a little triggered about how that went down.
Okay, well, let's walk through it. So what happened?
First, real quick, Hutch, none of that was personal. I hope you know none of that was personal.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, man. I didn't.
You got to be honest here. Let's not hold back.
I figure that it was personal, but at the same time, the moment you send someone in for 3.5 hours, it's not personal statement. It's like, okay, I understand that it's not personal, but at the same time,
that falls back to the situation.
Was he on parole or something like that, or what happened?
No,
Why did he get so many months?
That was just an in character.
Oh, okay.
Andrew Steele's. Yeah. It was not personal. So I hope you don't feel like this is me 5-0 trying to fuck you over or anything like that. It was more.
No, we are playing Sea of Thieves right now. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I hear you. I'm not saying that like, oh, I felt like as a streamer he's coming after me wanting to fucking make me pissed off or whatever. But at the same time, it's also like, okay, so I now basically am done for the day on GTA. And even if it's not personal for me, it's like, okay, so what did I really do to deserve this? Okay, I shot the 5 cops at fucking Little Soul and all that other bullshit. He dropped it down to 45 months. Okay? And I'm sitting there and I'm like, damn, Spartan out of all people just dropped my fucking time down to 45 months. That's a homie move.
You sure Spartan was even there? I seen 2 motherfuckers look just like him.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. There's 2 chances and both of them are in the room. And then I'm like, okay, so that's 45 minutes. Then the situation that we were just in, everyone got 5 months. So that's 50 minutes. And then you come in and it's like, all right, you're going to go in for 240 months. So everyone else who just got in this crazy situation got the homie fucking price let off fee, 5 months. By the time you sentence me, they're out of prison. I go in prison and I'm basically, if we didn't come and play Sea of Thieves, I would just end stream. So my thing that I can tell you is I understand that crims have to have repercussions for their actions. I get that. I'll always understand that. But at the same time, what in-game character action can really happen to where it's like, okay, time to end this guy's stream for the day? Or his character.
What do you think is fair?
Yeah, that's my question. Like, what if you go on like a 3-day binge of like shooting the cops, robbing shit, shooting the cops, robbing shit? Like, what do you expect should be that repercussion?
I mean, so it's one of those things where, in my opinion, I feel like what I
is that what he went in for right there?
Yeah, he went in for 2 warrants plus the today's thing, which a lot of it was in character reasons. It wasn't like I'm gonna fuck the streamer's day up. It's just it was in character.
Well, what you just said isn't what I was charged with. The 45 months of the 200-month sentence, that was the binge of shooting cops, as you were saying, which was the smallest charge out of everything that you hit me with. What did you hit me? Yes,
119
what was the 119?
Where you ran my car and then shot me and then ran from court.
Well, it was I pitted your car, you unloaded on my car with an AP, and then I shot back. Now, here's my question for you on that also, since we're being honest here. If anyone else hits your car like that in that group, do you just
mods, remove that emote. Remove that emote.
Previous engagement
I agree.
whatsoever?
I think Chad's being really toxic. Remove that emote.
What do you mean no previous? Okay. So you started like whining and crying when I was down there in the first place.
Keep it on sub-only mode.
I'm about to get arrested for my warrant.
Remove the emote right now. Chad's being hella mad
for your warrant at all. I'm just gonna come talk to Mr. K. And then you made it about you, and then you just came and ran me out of nowhere when I was leaving.
If you be toxic, you'll be banned.
Had nothing to do with you. So you started that.
Yes, but you say the whining and crying that I made it about me, but as you leave, you say, "Hey, Rami, tell." I guess Hutch, he's a little bitch or a crybaby or something like that.
No. I said stop. Tell him to stop crying and being a pussy. That's exactly what I said. Okay. Because every time I see you're just.
And then I come and I do something about it, right? I come and I just pitch you. Didn't shoot you. Weren't planning to shoot you. Nothing. And then you just shoot me.
But if you did, you did pit me. I was driving away, not bothering you. Didn't arrest you for your warrant, but you just came out of nowhere and just like pontooned me.
After you said the things that's what I'm saying. You're saying like I just came at you and I was just like, oh, I'm gonna fuck him up right here and I'm just gonna demolish him for no fucking reason. You said shit
How is
and
that
then
no
I fucking
reason?
pitted you.
I'm telling you, hey, I'm not here for your warrant. I don't want to take you to jail. That's not what I'm here for. But then you like force my hand to do that.
After you said the sly comment to Rami, that's what I'm saying. You said the sly comment. You know that it's literally like I use the term bait. I don't like using the term bait, but you're setting line, hook, and sinker, knowing I'm gonna
It's not
bite.
bait. It's literally saying like, hey, stop crying about your warrant all the time. Nobody's here to even deal with the warrant. That's what I was literally saying. That's the first thing you said as I came down. You're like,
Okay.
I know. I need to get in my car and leave because I have a warrant. I'm like, dude, I'm not even
Well,
here
I
for
mean,
that.
you're
And then you
acting
kept going.
like
And then I was
previously,
just like,
the entire day before, every time you saw my car, you tried to box me in with another CVPI and catch me. Literally the entire day before, every time you saw
but
me.
that's
Yes, but
my
you
job
get
is
what I'm
a
saying. I agree with
that's
you.
my,
I'm not disagreeing with
okay.
you. But you're saying that you rolled up in and I was just like randomly was like, hey, you're not gonna fucking arrest me this time. Get in my car and drive off. Well, the entire day previously, you were trying to do that, which is why I said the statements that I said, and then you said, "Stop being a crybaby bitch." I pitch you, you fucking shoot me. That's all I'm saying is that in that entire fucking engagement or whatever the shit happens, whatever the fuck, it wasn't like I went onto the server and shot every fucking cop in every fucking situation I could possibly get in. And then, oh, that's 240 months for me. It's not what happened. So I just don't want to act like it is what happened. What happened is exactly what has already been said. I pitted you, you shot me. The fucking Rami SBS shot me in the back of the head, and somehow I can kill 5 cops, blow up a cop car, have a fucking fake plate on my car, and get 45 months. But for me and you getting in a gunfight and then getting broken out of court is 119. I get that it's not personal, but at the same time, it's 240 months for bullshit.
Do you want like less time for doing stuff? Like what is the answer to that? What is the remedy for that?
Yeah, what do you think? What do you think is fair? Though, honest to God, I'm trying to understand perspective here, Hutch. What do you think is fair in the whole thing? Like, in your perspective, like, how is it should it be handled from another side that you think would be enjoyable for you?
Here's my honest take on this. When it comes to jail time, and I know it might be an unpopular opinion for you guys. When you go through a situation, obviously, I don't know, Five0 how much you know about crim or whatever. Whenever you catch someone doing a job or doing anything like that, obviously they're going to have a good amount of fucking time-oriented stuff in their collection. Guns, drugs, whatever. You catch them, you shoot them down, they're already looking at losing all that stuff.
Okay, well, let me put how about I put it like this then?
Okay.
I feel like you guys just got content, right? Out of that chase. And I feel like Hutch kind of got punished for it rather than rewarded for it, right? Crims are getting punished for giving content to cops rather than getting like some sort of help along the way. You know what I mean? So Hutch got a severe punishment right there for a 2-hour chase twice that he did today with the cops, which I would say that a lot of them enjoyed because they kept telling me they did. It wasn't fucking as enjoyable for us, I'll say that. But I feel like why get punished for giving that RP to cops?
But isn't it a two-way street, right? Don't we give you that back with the chase?
Like, what do you think the
without a doubt, but do you get the punishment that we get for that giving us that same content? Where's your repercussion, right?
Right, absolutely right, because I go back and I go
so we're just saying that repercussion is stream ending.
So if he gets a warrant like that, maybe you're right. Okay.
I mean, but wouldn't you like if somebody gives you good RP, is it not still considered like, oh man, that guy just gave me a good time in the fucking jail cell?
No, absolutely.
That was so much fun. Let me kick some stuff off of this guy. But you're not going to consider that whole 2-hour chase as like that was just like huge amounts of RP for everyone, and only one person gets punished there. Nobody else got punished there. Why? You know what I mean? Like,
I'm gonna be honest.
That has to be a thought process because everyone's making a living on the server, right?
This one's out of the norm. Like I said, this was a part of my in-character story. So this is not something I would normally just be like, I'm just go fucking
without a doubt.
I gave you a 200
I can understand
month sentence. Such
Well, I can understand that, but there should be a thought process of what time it is throughout the day, how long this motherfucker is about to go in here. Is his stream about to be over? I feel like that, there are real life consequences for in-game character decisions, whether we like it or not. You know what I'm saying?
Some at that point, I'm policing the streamer, not the character, right?
Yeah, but you don't have to police the character that harsh. In fact, like I said, where's the reward for Hutch's RP there?
If we have a cool ass chase
why is it only a punishment and not a reward?
If we have a pretty cool chase, right, and it's pretty pog, and everybody gets content, I got content, you got content, we're both happy, it's a lot of fun, you got caught, and we have a good time in sales, and you plead guilty to the
think
charge,
about that.
I'm gonna work with you. I'm gonna definitely, I'm not gonna for you for the full time. Hell no, dude. Because we're having a good time. You're talking back to me. We're having a good time. Obviously, I'm gonna reward that roleplay.
That absolutely should be the case.
But here's the deal.
Most of the times it is. Most of the times it is.
We all got 5 months there, and I will say that, like I said, Andrew's like he's saying that's a rare situation. Rare occasion.
I'm gonna be honest. I fucking hate warrants. I think warrants are the dumbest fucking shit in the world. I think they're fucking stupid. I think they're bad for roleplay. Like, if you're sitting there and you have a whole scenario go down, you fucking just listen to me. Maybe bad for roleplay isn't the word, but hear me out. Like, you sit there, you do a job, you whatever, you get away. Fuck yeah. Oh shit, blood's on scene. Now they can do and write the warrant for absolutely everything we just.
No, it should not be that way, Hutch. It should not. Blood only on scene should not be enough. You should investigate further. Bring the guy down, establish a timeline.
Well, and then it got me rated and gave me the 9s.
Right, and that
was Wrangler though. Come on.
But with that being said, okay, just hear me out. Okay,
that should not be happening because that's lazy police work at that point. But you blood on.
I mean, he also didn't do any paperwork and whatever. But it's Wrangler. It is what it is. It's his character. Like, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this: whenever you have a warrant, right? And you sit there and you're like, this warrant doesn't make any sense. And exactly what Jared says just happened. It was fucking 4 days ago. You get in this sick chase. Everyone on the scene is like, you know what? We're going to give him a break, whatever. Oh, but you have a warrant. The arresting officer isn't here on scene. So full time, full fine. Fight it in court. And we all know fighting it in court means in 3.5 weeks you can go and maybe.
Yeah, no, that's shit. I don't disagree.
It's stupid, bro.
It's shit, but you live in a simulated environment where people can't be on 24/7, so there has to be a compromise.
Kill that guy. Sorry,
we're good.
There has to be a compromise, right, Hutch? There has to be a compromise. It can't be just one way of the highway, right? There has to be that, give and take, the two-way.
I mean, even if like you guys could be on duty and look at the fucking report and make your judgment call or hide.
And sometimes I do. I've done it a lot. A lot of people call me down, and I have been like, okay, yeah, this is a shitty fucking charge, and I'll try to intervene. I've done it numerous times. I'm sure Ssaab has done it as well.
Absolutely. If it's a shit warrant, I'll toss it out because I know it's not gonna stick in court, so I even have it in the first place, right? So at times it can be removed, and at times it sticks, right? So I see what you're saying, but let's go back to the whole chase and everything, right? So it started off as apparently cops were going extra hard. Now, typically, I'm just being honest with you, okay? Because we'll keep it 100% and be transparent. Typically, we're not bringing A+. When it comes to an A+ boost, we don't bring an Air 1 and that many units. However, I'm not sure if you guys got told, but apparently...
We understand it was a special situation. I got that.
Correct.
I didn't even fucking know that.
Yeah, I didn't even know that till afterwards. So I actually got off the server, right? So... And then it led into things getting very intense because now you had more units. There was more pressure on you to evade, and it felt, more intense, right? And then what happened is we started getting more cars involved. I think we had an AMG. We had 2 AMGs. We had a McLaren and a Mustang. In total. So at that point, we had to bring more units to accommodate for all those cars trying to intervene with the pursuit. And on top of it, one of the cars, the Mustang, got on top of the overpass and shot at a cop who was pumping gas. Then he shot at police again. So it turned into from like this regular chase to this chase with cops getting shot at and people ramming police and vice versa and multiple cars involved.
Yeah,
it was very chaotic.
That's what I was trying to tell you in the cell summit that it wasn't just a normal, okay, we're boosting.
Oh, I know it was a special event.
We didn't know. So we didn't know it was a special event. We joined in because a cop was shot, and then that makes it something bigger, and like more cops get involved, and then more cops are getting shot, and then
but
more
how
cars.
do you know? How do you know whoever shoots those guys is involved with me? You know,
because that car helped you try to escape and it ran police officer in a chase. The same kind of car, even the same license plate. Because I was confirmed with the license plate because that's the PC gives us ability to say, hey, that car is. We have probable cause to believe that car's involved because the license plate matches and the same make and model. If it was the same make and model and different plate, then I'd be like, you know what? We're not 100% sure, right? Because I don't have that confirmation.
I feel it. Oh, man, I'm about to start chiming in on everyone's chases and getting them shot now. It's going to be fun. No, but that's not my problem. My problem is My problem is the overpoweredness of Air 1, and it is being combined with the amount of cops that you guys have access to now is insane. And cops being able to repair mid fucking chase is also nuts. Because think about this, okay? I'm a criminal. I get to crash 3-4 times max on one vehicle. I have to make you guys crash on upwards of 10 vehicles. Now, that does nothing for me if you guys just nonchalant brush it off your shoulders and just go repair in your repair shop. I need that to benefit me in the long run at some point in time, or it's stupid. I don't just get to go to Benny's and repair without you being down my throat. You know where I repair. You know how to intervene the repair. You as cops get to go repair whenever the fuck you want. No one intervenes shit. And for that to happen in a chase, especially of this caliber, is just dumb as fuck. I think that should never happen. I don't care if you're VCB, if I'm VCB for upwards of 30 seconds to a minute, that doesn't give the cop who has chimed in on that chase before the opportunity to just be like, hey, I'm going to go repair my vehicle. And if we see him again, I'm just good to go, but sucks for them. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so repairing.
That's understandable.
So that okay. Talking about repairs, this cop rule of thumb is if they repair, we repair, right? That's my rule of thumb when it comes to it,
Okay.
right?
I didn't repair one time.
No, and that's fine. And then at times, people, and I'm not saying you've done it. I'm saying a lot of times criminals literally
I
go
don't
inside.
care if you guys match our repair. I don't care about that. But you have to realize that you have 10 cops.
Did that happen
that can
today?
all
Did somebody
repair?
repair?
Yes.
We'd be repaired twice, okay? And I'll say the second time, it was kind of like he said that, you know, it VCB'd. We VCB'd a couple, or like once for like upwards of 15 seconds. So he went to go gas his car, then repaired it, but then chimed back in the chase as soon as we got popped back up again. And I just think that's too harsh. That's insane. I mean, 15, 20 seconds a minute, just full repair, dude, that does nothing for me. I don't know. What do you think about that?
On touch?
No, I'm talking to you.
Like I said, the rule of thumb is we don't repair unless you guys repair, okay? And at times, I make sure. I mean, I try. Summit, Hutch, and we try our hardest to make sure it's fun yet fair. Because at the end of the day, that's what we care about, right? If you're not having a good time, then why the fuck are you in the server in the first place, right? So, I try to look at all perspectives and say, does this make any sense? If the answer is yes, then we do it. If not, then we don't do it. And when it comes to mid-repair chase, I agree. I don't think it should be done. I think the PD should exhaust his resources in the chase and try to become the bad guy, right?
Every cop needs to recognize that they have all those numbers for a reason, and that you are against one fucking car, right? Maybe a few cars, right? Depending on the situation. But
like I said, that should not be happening when it comes to a police pursuit. But I don't have the full context because I didn't watch like the chase, the whole thing. We came in halfway through. And at times, what happens is you have cars that get involved in a pursuit that actually hit police officers, damage their vehicle, then they go fuck off, repair, and do the same thing again.
You know
and
what?
Again,
and you know what? And if you guys need to repair off of something like that, it is what it is. If the driver's not the one causing you to take some fucking hits, that's fine. But don't if I get your car smoking and someone else fucks you up or something like that, that's not like a go ahead to be like, hey, this guy wasn't a part of this. I'm gonna go repair the whole shebang. There's like a weird balance that needs to be, seen or something.
And that's the problem is the balance. The balance is never perfect though, because every situation is unique. There's no black and white. You cannot write an SOP.
I think a lot
of
the times you guys reap the so of some of the other people that are on the server that don't role play the same and just do fucking shitty, dumb things against us, and then we get tired of it, and then we just that's how.
Yeah,
we
but if that wasn't
enough
time frame to find out that there wasn't going to be any of that, I don't know what would be. Right? We were driving around for fucking.
No, I get you.
Time.
It just happens so often where we just get shitty things done against us, and we're just like, okay, we're gonna constitute or we're gonna prevent this by doing this, and then we're just gonna do that all the time. And then you come along, you're trying to have this normal ass chase, and we're so used to just being treated like shit, so we're just gonna do it like this.
Okay, but
so it's not saying it's your fault. It's not saying it's anybody's fault. It's just.
I understand your side, Bass, how you're saying that, like, when the secondary car comes up and just fucks you, you know what I mean?
Bro, we get
I think it's completely understandable.
Yeah, for sure.
That you should be able to repair that. But you should be making that decision pretty quickly at that point, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And that's the thing, though, is when it comes to balance and perspective is like a motherfucker when it comes to being in the server, right? I mean, we try to tell people to do this. Sometimes it does fall through a crack. And I said, nobody's perfect. People are bound to make mistakes. It doesn't mean it should be happening pretty often, and you shouldn't be the person on the receiving end of it. I'm not saying that it's going to happen pretty often. I'm saying we try to make it fun yet fair. And at times, sometimes it gets too much for one side, right? So I'm asking you, like, when it comes to the helicopter, okay, and the whole thing,
I mean, bro, I'm gonna lose my shit on the helicopter. That's my main
when it comes to
concern.
the helicopter, okay, at times I've seen so many people juke it and lose it. And when it comes to the refuel, it's a 3-minute refuel. So you have basically the time when it feels
mean,
if it feels off and goes
How
back.
long? How long till you need to refuel?
It drinks gas, I think.
I think
It's gone through so many updates.
depends.
It's not even
Okay,
funny.
It depends. So if you're in the city, less time because obviously they're not doing a lot of going back and forth. They're hovering. But if you're going up the freeway in the county, you probably can drain it pretty fast because it's trying to keep up with you in the straight.
I mean, I drain myself that fast too, though. You know what I'm saying? I can't just slam up fucking freeways. But I mean, at the same time, though, I mean, look what you just. It takes 3 minutes to fill Air One. You're out there for 20. I'd say 15 minutes before you even have to do shit. And that's 15 minutes of free. I have a 3-minute window to lose every single cop that's on me. You guys have a cop on every single block. You know what I mean? There's no repercussions.
But the reason why that happened,
there's no double-edged sword for Air One.
There is though.
It's just we just get free information for 20 minutes. For free info for 20 minutes. And yeah, I've ditched it too. But think about how many cops there are now, Ssaab. It's like, does going in the tunnels even lose you now? No, because you have 10 cops that can cover
I don't think
the 5 locations that I can escape. What's that?
I think overpasses, going under the freeway or going into like small
yeah,
tunnels.
And I'll agree, but that's such a small, that's a very tall order you're asking for. Hey, go under these really tiny areas that you might lose Air One on, or you might not, and you have to be within a certain distance of these cops, which there's 15 of them, and they get within you know. If you lose 3 blocks, if you get 3 blocks distance in between them, they can still get within fucking 1 block in 10 seconds just with information from Air One.
The reason why there are many cops
means
is because
nothing.
I think it was toward the end is when you had basically infinite amount of police officers in your perspective because it was endless, right? The reason why there was that many is because they were trying to join a pursuit that had where an officer got shot at. So it was basically all hands on deck. Every single officer had to join that pursuit and help out because an officer getting shot at, right? That's the reason why it felt like it was a lot. And there was a lot of people involved, and it felt endless.
I don't care. I don't care if there's 4 cops. Air One needs to have a bigger double-edged sword than
like what? Okay,
it takes 3 minutes to fill up. How about you get 1 fucking tank and you go out, and then if you come back to fill up, you just get back in a car. Why are you refilling, going back out? That thing is just stupid overpowered. You guys have fucking 30 cops. You can't keep track of a car. You know what I mean? With 20 minutes of Air One. I just think it's insane that you expect a 3-minute window as the only opportunity for them to get away or have to lose Air One. I don't know, I just think that's insane. I think Air One is
what if I told you that it's like 70% success rate when it comes to getting away from Air One and police in a pursuit at times on the server?
I mean, dude, I would say that Air One needs to
get
get his head out of his ass.
You got to wait today before the A+ boost.
I'm not saying it's impossible to escape Air One. I'm saying it is nearly fucking impossible, especially when you have that many cops at every corner. Bro, what the fuck did you expect me to do in that thing? Did you watch the whole thing go down?
No.
How many times did I lose your cops?
I did not actually. I did not watch I joined. I joined halfway through. I joined when the cop got shot at, and then I was looking for the Mustang the whole entire time.
I guess I gotta watch other crims and figure out what they're doing then.
No, here's the thing though. Okay,
it is not 70% when the numbers.
Yo, I will. You know what, Hutch? I will sacrifice.
It is a high
I
percentage.
will sacrifice my left testicle. Okay. If I'm wrong.
Here's my thing. I understand your statistic, right? The 70% that they get away from Air One and units that are supposed to be the units that are on that scene. If it's fucking 2 interceptors, 3 CVPIs, a bike, and Air One, sure, that would make sense.
It's also dependent on the situation.
Exactly.
It is dependent on the situation. If you shoot a cop, it's going to be a lot harder. But if you're robbing the vault, how many times have you gotten away with the vault?
No, but what I'm saying is I'm saying for this.
No, answer that question. How many times have you guys gotten away from a vault?
What do you mean? There's way
heist?
more. We don't have to save a car in the vault.
Exactly.
See, that just means you don't understand what it's like to be a crim sometimes, brother.
You know?
It's a completely different situation.
You can't do a vehicle swap when it comes to an A+ boost because you're stuck with the car, right? I get that. And if you lose it,
you can't do shit. You are stuck with the car, ride or die. Ride or die. You're with that car. There's no intricate plans. There's no like, oh, we get to do this into this and really fuck with the cops. No, it's just ride or die, drive away from the police, man.
And then, and on top of that, if you pit police, other than today, you pit police, you get shot. You shoot a police, you get shot. You intervene, you get shot. You get told to leave the situation, and you don't, you get shot. Before today, Ssaab, brother, I'm gonna be honest. I've never been shot so many fucking times in my life, and thank God whoever changed it, they fucking changed it. Because, bro, it was every single time that we got in any type of shit, car, gun, doesn't matter. Fucking, hey, shoot his tires, shoot his car, shoot his this, disable, fuck him up. Fucking
I
didn't
mean,
matter.
I think you guys give me
we
a lot of fair
adopted a new
shots.
philosophy, not even shooting tires anymore. On car swaps, we can chase, and we're trying to use spike strips. So like
feel like
at
Well,
times,
like I
common
said,
knowledge. I feel like that's
dude,
just
I don't
like-
remember the last time I did a car swap because I just been boosting my dick off and just being fucking forced to drive this car up my own asshole, basically. You know
okay,
what I mean? But like I said, Air One makes it just kind of insane.
besides
Air One is just go on.
besides all of today, okay, besides all of today or tonight or whatever, okay, in the previous boost, was it difficult to get away at times? I'm just trying to get your whole perspective on the whole thing. Was it
It's
hard?
always difficult to get away. It's always difficult to get away. It's never an easy job to lose the Air One. You know what I mean? I think.
But let me ask you this, Summit, okay, and Hutch, would you prefer to have some sort of intensity at times or difficulty when it comes to a boost, or would you rather just like
I mean,
autopilot?
I
and
mean,
cruise?
I would like to ask you the same question. Wouldn't you like to have some intensity and maybe a little bit of skill level involved in catching some guys?
1,000%. I feel more accomplished when I catch you and I earned it, right?
Sure,
Versus like
it just doesn't feel like there's much accomplishment right now in the police force because it just feels hand fed as fuck to you guys, which I've been told is that's how it's supposed to be. You're supposed to be powerful. I get that. You know what I mean? You're supposed to be, crims aren't supposed to want to like walk all over the cops. It's supposed to be the other way around, but
I
I
got
don't
a
know, man.
question.
I just think
have a
like
real
Air
question
One
really
being
quick.
down dude, Air One was on me for like an hour and a fucking half, dude. That's what it felt like at least.
I have a question. 5-0, in
Mhm.
real life, how many times have you ever spiked a non-moving vehicle?
Sounds like
Oh,
spike the
man.
non-moving
You ever
vehicle.
tried
How
shoving
many
spikes
times have
under
you
tires?
ever spiked a non-moving vehicle? Sorry.
Numerous times.
Have you really spiked you just threw
Oh,
that
yeah.
bitch underneath
that's
the
how they
car?
do it. They just throw that shit in front of you.
So you can't compare. You can't compare anything
No,
in this
that's
game
why I
to real
wanted
life,
to-
dude.
Yeah,
No,
because
no,
there's
but
not gonna.
why-
Because my
again,
problem with Air
it's-
One
I
wouldn't be
just
a problem with
wanted
Air One in
to-
real life. So.
I just
the
wanted
difference
to...
is it's not meant to be fair in real life. So
No.
But that's what we're being told about this too, though. You know that my assumption is
Summit,
it's
that
not
is
fair here either.
What I'm saying is I just wanted to know if it ever happens. This isn't like a part of anything. I just wanted to know if it's like physically possible. That's all my question is. So it is.
Yeah.
People actually get that done to them.
I have a question. Were you guys on
yeah.
S Plus during that chase?
No.
I've never.
I mean,
seen
I
that.
was on the Mustang.
100%.
I was on the Mustang S Plus. I was never chasing the G-Wagon at one point. I only chased after the interference car.
Yeah, we
with
chased
5-0.
after the Mustang.
Okay.
Here's the thing. I honestly think in 3.0, and I'm going to say it from my perspective, and you can tell me if I'm wrong or stupid, that we're almost actually balanced across the board when it comes to crims and cops, except numbers. I think that's where we basically outshine in the PD. Strength is our numbers. We basically have everything mirrored as far as cop and crims. When it comes to the bench, when it comes to the
Let
armory,
me ask this.
right? You guys have
In
you guys have grenades and we have stun grenades, right? You guys
Hold
have
on,
smoke
hold on.
grenades. We have smoke grenades.
In the perfect situation in your head, Summit. How do you think this chase should have gone? Where you?
I think there needs to be more repercussions for Air One. There needs to be
So-
more of a double-edged sword for
so
Air One. You guys just
Air
get to
being
pull it
out
out
of
and
it.
have info all day. I just think that's insane.
So
Like
minus
at
Air
one
One.
point in time, does Air One have some sort of repercussion? You know what I mean?
Yes, that's so in
Bro,
the past.
3-minute window is not a window, Bass.
Okay,
A
so
3-minute window.
I'm not an Air One
You guys
expert. I
have
don't-
more overpowered cars. You
No,
expect
I don't
me
believe
in
so.
a worse vehicle
I
to
don't
take a
think so
3-minute
either.
window
Dude.
and just be like, yeah, now I'll decide to lose all you guys.
If we're talking about boosts, we have the advantage because you're in a car that's not upgraded and it's like a default, right? When we're talking about chase, you can outgun us in a chase, right?
Coil proved
No,
that your
no,
guys' cars are just even not better than ours. He literally did it.
Nah,
on
if we
his
stay on a
boost.
straight, you catch us. If we stay on a straight, you catch us.
Coil literally proved
Not
that
on
your
a straight
cars are
if
the
you have
same
boost.
tier, if not better than all
Nah,
of
what
ours.
do you mean if you have boost? You think that SUV is outshining your car?
No, I'm not talking
Bro,
about boost. I'm talking about an us when it
what
comes
you
to like,
have to understand is you don't get great cars on every boost. You barely get good cars on every
That's
boost.
what I'm saying,
So
though,
while
and
you're
then-
driving around the same fucking car that happens to be fantastic, we get shit mobiles. And do you change your pace? No. Right? Do I want you to change your pace for that? No. But is Air One fucking overpowered as shit? Yeah. It hand feeds you guys with a spoon.
right, but it's higher risk, higher reward for you to boost, right? You get a car that you can basically VIN scratch and turn it to your own with using Hutch's company, right? And it becomes yours. You basically get a
Bro, yeah. For fucking 1.5. Bro, are you not understanding how much time this all takes, brother? It took me the entirety of 3.0 to make 1 mil, let alone 1.5 it would take on top of everything you do. Do you guys play crims anymore?
I haven't played Crim.
That's an insane. What
in
you
a
just
month
mentioned
prior
is an
to.
insane amount of time.
Also,
for
for
normal.
me, Sab, to give you an idea, the last S class that I did was K's. It took me 3.5 weeks to finish.
To VIN scratch, to remove the VIN scratch and make an actual car.
To
Yep,
turn them
it's
into
over
actual cars is
$1.5
buying
million
a
just for me.
whole other car, basically.
And
a
so
tuner car
I'll
at that.
let you in on what I do. Okay. So what I have to do is I have to now once I get a car that I want to convert, I have to then go and boost all day long for about for S class. I have to have about 5 to 10 people boosting all day long for at least a week and a half. I have to get 800 parts. Each of those parts, if I scratch a B and then I break it down, a B is 16.
But like,
you can only do
if things are
one
too
A.
easy, it's not fun, right? I understand that
Agreed.
completely. You know, you guys went hard today, and it was insane, and it was.
And like I said, today's response is not normal. Okay, I'm gonna repeat one time. It's not normal. It's not something I have never seen Air One pull out for A+ boost for a long time. Okay, we don't usually do that. We usually just either have it spot the target and then fall back to Mishopi while the other groundies, go after it. Like I said, there was more to it. There's more roleplay that was built up to the whole thing, and I guess they got told to go extra harder on it because.
Yeah,
I'm not sure the whole context of it. That's all I know. I'm not sure if that car was like special. The AMG was.
Yeah, we got hand fed some RP, and that's usually whenever I fucking hate life, anyways. So yeah, and then we tried to do. It was a few different groups got hand fed a car today that you guys were told to go hard on. I guess you know what I'm saying. But I honestly think that Air One is just the biggest joke in the city at this point with how many cops you guys have. Not to mention with cops, you aren't trained to realize that you shouldn't just be repairing every fucking chance you get.
I mean, Air One used to be way more powerful in the past, Summit. It used to last up in the air a long time and used to be like not even 30 seconds to refuel. And
Yeah,
get back
they're
up.
also
But
used to
brother
not be
man, you
38
didn't
cops.
used to have 30 cops on every corner to properly utilize your information.
And like I said,
You don't understand how easy it is to. Yeah, you should understand how easy it is to parallel, dude. It's not a hard thing to parallel. You have infinite information.
You're giving our cops a lot of credit, with all due respect. Okay, and I'll say it straight to their face. A lot of them are.
You are.
You're giving a lot of cops. A lot of them are potatoes, and a lot of them don't know how to drive.
I don't want to give them credit. I'm saying that they are hand fed all of their fucking their pickups. What do you mean? That's not giving them credit. I say all the cops in that server suck huge dicks, and they have to be hand fed their pickups. That's what I'm saying.
But I mean, like I said, the reason why 30 was there is because you guys shot at police. If that
bro, who is you guys?
The people involved in the chase.
How do you determine that? Tomorrow I can follow a car that's getting chased, shoot a cop, and you guys are going to go hard on that guy?
Summit, because you're watching it happen in front of you. If a car gets involved in a chase and it's blatant that he's interfering with the police chase, then he decides to shoot a cop after being involved in a chase. Obviously,
but you understand that any Joe Schmo can do the same thing, right?
How
you understand that I can just follow a guy tomorrow in a chase who has no idea who I am and shoot at you guys?
But the car keeps appearing again, so there's pattern behind it, and then you're like, okay,
yeah. Why wouldn't we assume that?
I don't know why why not just correlate it with that car alone? Go hard on that car. Why does that fall on me? Go fuck that car. Go shoot those motherfuckers. Go run your whole fucking force down its throat. Why is it on me?
And hold on. You're actually right. There should be divide and conquer.
I can't decide what some fucking teammates decide to do in moments.
You keep 3 units on that main car, the boost car, and everybody else who believes that car shot at police, you go hard on after it and disable that threat. You're right. You're absolutely right.
I don't understand what you're saying. Are you being sarcastic?
No. I'm being serious. I'm saying you divide and conquer. You're absolutely right. And that's what I did.
You guys should have absolutely taken 3 cars and gone and shit on that car. I don't know why as the car who's been chased for the last hour. Yeah, but why do I get the fucking layout for that? Why are there 15 cars on my ass for that?
Okay, so
you guys weren't following around the Mustang at some point in time.
No, I was.
You were following me around for that.
You can watch my VOD. Me and Five0 kept hunting the Mustang down, okay?
We kept hunting the Mustang.
And then the Mustang, you would help with the Mustang?
Then we had to hunt the AMG.
You guys can't get out of this. You said it yourself at the beginning of this conversation that the reason so many cops got involved was because of those situations.
Correct, absolutely.
And they stayed involved on me, not them, on me.
Listen, the reality
because
is
they followed a completely different car and used the same aggression from someone else's doing.
Hey, here's the thing, Summit. Here's the thing, okay? You're right. They should not go as hard as on you as they should be going hard on the car that opened fire on police because it is the main threat at that time. You're absolutely right. I don't disagree with you. And that's what I did. Me and Five0 focused the car that shot police, that went after police. And we grabbed 5 units and we went on a different channel, went after it. And that car, whoever's inside of it, swapped to a different car. So there's 2 more cars involved in a pursuit. So we have to bring more
like
units.
I said, jump down there, throw as much as you want to. And I understand not even bringing forces off of me. But that's saying that I get the repercussions for that. And then it's completely out of my hands.
but they keep coming to you and
Yes,
trying
exactly.
to aid you.
That's the problem.
How do we?
They keep coming, bro. They were nowhere. The amount of times I
the
saw
McLaren
my
came,
brother,
the Mustang came, the
They
Mercedes came.
They came to
then
the
we're chasing-
location.
like,
They took us out multiple
Yeah.
times. Summon, I
Bro,
swear
and
to
do
you.
you guys,
Go watch
I
my
mean,
VOD,
and
man.
you
if
know,
you
I
believe me.
swear to you that sometimes you forget how many of there you are, bro. Do you think the 1 or 2 cars that are affecting you for a total of 10 seconds is fucking anything up?
No, those
But
cars
you're
are
gonna
open
bring
fire
that
on
down on
police.
me.
They're the main target. So
Then open fire back and
Absol-
deal with them.
we did that, but the problem is they got away. Okay, they got away, right?
The problem
And then
is I
came
still
back
have
and-
all of those cops down my throat and repairing their cars. And Air One is still on me, not anyone else.
Okay.
No,
he-
okay. I want to
here's the
say
thing.
this.
Here's the thing.
Sab,
Okay,
let me,
okay.
I'm gonna pause you really
let me
quick.
finish.
I need to say this.
let me-
I need
let
to
me-
say
let me-
this.
let me-
I need to
let
say
Hutch,
this.
let Hutch
me
talk.
finish
He
this.
was
Can I
trying to
finish
say-
my statement?
No, let Hutch talk because he's been trying to get in
Okay,
there.
fine. Go
I've
ahead.
been trying so hard.
Okay, go
Listen,
ahead, go ahead.
Ssaab, Five0, I do it myself. Let's not play fucking stupid here. We all know that the moment that the Crims shoot a cop is to get the cops off that main chase. You know that, Ssaab, for sure.
You perfected
I know
that.
that for sure. We know this, right? So now what's happening is cops like Whippy, and I'm not saying this is a negative thing. I'm
Okay.
just saying cops like Whippy, yourself, Spartan, Faley, other cops that understand this method, right? Especially during that time zone, don't fall for it anymore. So instead of
Fall for
in
what?
that, so
Trying to get the heat off of you.
Before, what would happen
Or
is
getting
Oh yeah,
the
the
heat off
whole,
the
oh
driver.
yeah,
Back,
go shoot a cop
what
over
would happen
here
is
and
we'd
everybody
shoot a
pulls
cop,
off. That's
all of them
lame.
pull
I don't
off.
like that. I don't like that strategy anyway.
But it
I'm glad
happens
they don't
Exactly.
pull
all
off
the
for that.
time, though.
So,
It happened
it
today.
does.
Yeah, and you
It
guys
does.
shouldn't pull off for that because you know the
No,
reason
but-
is just to distract. And I agree with that. You shouldn't pull off for that.
But that's why the consequences happen to you in that car. And again, I'm honestly taking y'all's side on this, Bass, but it shouldn't be that way, but it is. Because people in character, I've done it myself a few times, people are shitty and they abuse the system that you guys implement. And people like us, like Five0 already stated, when people are shitty, people like us get fucking shit happening to them. And I'm not saying I never did
Right,
either.
right,
I
like-
did
That's
it.
what I'm
Like-
trying to explain.
Okay,
This happens. Hold on. This happens so much on the server. Just take your group out of this, right? This
Mhm.
happens so much on the server. People try to nickel and dime
Because
or
it
find
works,
whatever
that's why.
meta to win. So then when you come along, we're like, okay, we're getting fucking shot over here. Bring in all the boys and let's just shut this entire situation down.
Yeah, but
That's what
my
happens.
problem
We
is
become
Go
it's
so
back
like
to your
jaded.
point. Go back to your point. You're right. Whoever's leading the scene should have done a better job of dividing.
I don't
the
know how
units.
you don't like correlate that. You can't like that is the shooting car. That is the car that gets
Yeah.
shot at.
Yeah, no,
I-
you know what I mean?
I don't disagree with you.
That's the
I'm
aggression
agreeing
there.
with you. I'm saying whoever's leading the scene
Is that car affiliated with the front car? It's been fucking going ham. The guys who are on that one, stay on that one. Why you're chiming in with me later on, once you lose those guys, is nuts to me. Go look for those fucks. Why did you just chime into my chase?
Summit? Like I said,
So,
we
okay,
did that.
let
We
me-
did
let
that.
me-
Let me finish. Let me do that. And like
brother
you said,
man, Ssaab, you've never seen so many cops on so many corners in your life, brother man. There was nowhere to go.
There was no getting out of that.
I
There
don't
was
know your
literally
perspective. I have to
nothing
go
we
back
could
and
do.
watch the VOD because I don't want to say something
Ssaab-
without knowing the knowledge of that. I'm being serious here. I'm coming from.
I don't know. I hear you, but I want you to understand something, brother. And that's why I'm saying the 70% statistic that you're giving me, I understand when it's a fucking actual chase that makes sense with numbers that make sense. 100%. I guarantee you it's 70%, especially in people's own cars.
Maybe in the
Every
boost you're right
corner,
because you have to
Every
sacrifice
fucking
the car.
Cop, yes, every corner, every cop, dude. We couldn't go anywhere, like,
Bro, it all
nothing.
just comes down to Air One. Like my biggest problem is Air One.
And like
It's
I said,
something incredibly strong that doesn't take much to use, that lasts for a very long time, that is hard for most people to fucking drive for that long, bro.
And there's
How
nothing
many
we can do
people do
about
you
it.
know on No Pixel that drives for upwards of 20 minutes before you start catching them, or before they start making mistakes, or before they start doing swaps to fuck things up? How many 20-minute chases plus do you get into? All the time? I'm a serious question.
probably every single day I would say. Now, a 6-man rule, there's so many.
No, I'm asking. I'm not saying every single day. How many times a day?
When it comes to boost or it comes to regular chases,
Every single chase, banks, everything. How many 20-minute plus chases do you get into?
at least
a day?
2-3 times a day. At least 2-3 times. At least.
2 or 3 times a day.
At least.
That's not that many, man.
It just depends.
That's not
It
that
just really
many.
depends.
So basically, Air One gets full potential in all those chases, right?
But Air 1 is not what's
'Cause
called
a
out.
chase-
It depends on the
But
situation.
depends on the
but no,
call.
I understand it doesn't get called for every chase, but it lasts 20 minutes, and you just said most of your chases throughout your day couldn't even last 20 minutes. So how is there not even a repercussion to at least make it so it's like, hey man, once your tank is gone, Air 1 is gone. You don't just get a hot refill. Maybe it takes another 15 or 10 minutes before you get to refill or something like that. But I think that you just said that your normal chases throughout your entire day, the majority of them can't even last your first tank on Air 1. So why does it need to be that overpowered?
I honestly don't think Air 1 is overpowered. I have to disagree with you on that. Honest to God, I don't think it's overpowered. I think what happened here is, like I said, there were so many units involved that give Air 1 the edge every single time, and vice versa, right?
But
it was that big ping pong back and forth between the Air 1 and the units on the ground, and they lost 2 once on the ground. Air 1 caught up. Air 1 caught you.
Lost me once on the ground. I lost them 17 times on the ground. What do you mean? Air 1 caught up. You don't have to catch up. That's the thing about Air 1. You just float there, brother.
Yeah, but you have to go back
to the
sometimes,
sky.
right? So that's what I'm saying. There's always that ping pong back and forth happening at times, and then you have to go back.
Man, I feel like you're trying to explain. You're just like, man, I was on Diva this one time. It was so hard to run out there and hit my ult button, but I killed everybody.
No, and that's not what I'm trying to say. I'm saying
That's what that sounds like.
I'm saying there's balance, Summit. In the past, it was very overpowered. At times, it took maybe 30 seconds, and like the same time you fuel your car to get it back in the sky. At times, it lasted 20 minutes plus, and it didn't have any issues going down and hover there all the time. And that change was made afterwards to accommodate for what's happening in the ground.
How many chases do you get in a day? You just said 2 or 3 of them only last 20 minutes a day. How many chases do you get in a day?
On average, at least 5 or 6, at least.
No, you're not doing 5 or 6 chases a day, Bass.
I do 10 hours stream on the server.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
on shift
doing
too.
exactly
I'm on
why
shift too.
exactly
You're
why
doing
you're doing way
10,
more than
12
that, brother, man.
chases.
You're not doing 5 or 6 chases.
I'm saying on average.
You're up my ass for 5 or 6 chases a day.
I mean, I don't
Here's
know.
my thing too.
No.
I wanna interject and say something, because earlier you were like, you guys have nades and you guys have this to counter what cops have.
I'm about to start dropping nades out the window. You act like that's what we do with them. Hey,
so-
you guys
No,
have
here's the
grenades. Like, I'm
thing,
just
man.
chucking them behind me,
Here,
blowing up cops.
We're talking about the whole
Utilizing it to
perspective,
escape.
okay?
Here's the deal, right? You go into your armory. You
Uh-huh.
can grab anything you want. You got the fucking, you got the guns, you got the shit. As long as SOPs allow it, you can go in there, grab that shit until your heart's
Can I
content.
pause you for a second?
There's times, one second. There's times where we want to go and fight people or do this and do that, but Vinny only has enough mats to give me 1 AK and 2 ammo and be able to spread
And let
that
me just
across the
just to
people.
say something about grenades. You know, grenades are never used in serious situations.
They're used
Those things are like
yesterday. Today, actually.
meanie.
They used
What happened?
There was a transport of meth, and then used them to take out 2 cops in a pursuit.
Well, who did that? Clean Boys?
It was
Flippy.
Flippy.
Oh.
Okay, let's go back. Hutch.
Well,
The
shit,
cops-
get fucked. I'm happy about that.
Damn. Okay.
I'm sorry you had to go back for 5 minutes, Bass. My
No,
fault, brother. Okay?
Listen. Okay,
No, I don't
not
even like the
taking-
comparison of cops versus crims. I know that from experience, you guys have your own difficulties. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
You're right. You know
but
what? I shouldn't have compared like
just-
that. I take that back. You're right. You're right.
I think comparing crims is a crim to cop is they have their own shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like I really feel like the Air 1 was a huge game changer today, and it's hard to come to the same conclusion right now because we both disagree on that. You know what I mean? That it's
Well,
that it plays a
I'm
bigger
saying.
part.
I'm saying.
I think the part we're forgetting is just it's situation based. Everyone is not out there just patrolling all the time.
Right. What I'm
When
trying
a
to
cop
say
gets
is.
shot and it's like a huge situation that's involved. Everyone's gonna come out.
What I'm trying to say, it's not fair. It's not fair.
But if it's that rare to come out, it should have that double-edged sword. It should be something that doesn't have some crazy long time limit. It should be like a cooldown, brother. Like, oh, I just popped my fucking ult. Here's my ult. Air 1 flies around for 20 minutes. Oh, my ult's gone. It looks like I got to hop back in a PD car.
It really has gone through the
work
hoops.
on metas. Before, when 3.0 first started, I think it was 5 minutes in the air. It was hella expensive to gas up and hella expensive to repair. Then they gave it more time. Then they gave it less time and more time. And then
goes
cops
through
are like,
so many
okay,
hoops.
if we fly up higher, then we can dodge the bullets. So I mean, we can make all kinds of fucking changes. Somebody's gonna find a loophole to get through it.
Not only that, I don't think it's fair to make a change based on one incident. If
I'm
there's
not
a pattern,
looking for a loophole.
if
I'm
there's a
looking
pattern,
for fair. With the increase in cops, Air 1 is that much stronger.
okay, and
and that's never been looked at because Air
but
1's
there's
always
a-
been the same. Air 1 is much easier to deal with when there's only 4 cops on you. Remember the 4 cop rule, guys? Remember that? How fucking long ago that was? The Stone Age.
There's still
Now
a
that
cop
there's a
limit.
fucking
There is
million
a cop
cops
limit.
on you. I mean, dude. Bro, when's the last time I seen a cop limit?
Yeah,
Listen,
come on.
but with
There is,
Air
though. There
1,
is,
and
though.
I'm gonna say no cop limit with Air 1, it makes it that much stronger. Bro,
And-
you have infinite parallel possibilities with an unlimited amount of information. And not to mention, they don't even have to listen to you speak, Bass. They just have to watch your fucking dot, brother. You know what I mean? It's not a difficult thing to have 15 cops paralleling with one Air 1 infinitely following you.
I mean, and you know how many times it's like the cop.
I just don't
limit
understand how there's
affects-
not a repercussion there of like this thing costs a fuckload of money to have up there.
Oh,
or
well-
this thing cannot be used more than 1 gas tank every 30 minutes or something.
Okay, you want to get really mad?
I just can't believe for how long you dude. I was followed for a god tier amount of time, and the only thing that was a problem was Air 1. You know what I mean?
What if I told you we have jets?
I have seen that, bro. Jets would be even. You would at least have to deal with how fast a jet is, bro. You know what I mean? That would probably be harder to follow.
Can you imagine a jet chasing after you from the sky and
That's
calling
for
it
air
down?
insane.
No, listen, I get what you're saying, but I think what I'm trying to convey here the message across. Is it fair to nerf something based on one incident?
It's not one incident though, man. It's not.
Okay,
Like-
can you
Okay,
get,
when was the other incident? And
Okay,
Without
you want to
just
know
naming-
when the other incident was? 35 minutes before that chase happened.
What
we
was-
were in
what
an
was that?
A+ chase, and the exact same situation happened where Air 1 was up in the air. We literally couldn't lose it to save our lives, so we just gave the car up, got in our car, and dipped. And you're right, Ssaab. We were able to get in our car and lose them 100%.
What if
And
Air
it
1
is what
had
it
to
is.
be
Boosts
flying
are
around
harder
the city
and whatever.
100%?
yeah, but I don't like
But I'm
everyone coming out
saying-
for A
Was
plus
there-
boost. That should not be happening, Hutch.
Like
And that should not be
30%
happening. I'm gonna tell you right now, unless
That
it's either a
way
special
refuel
event
times
or
would be
it's
random
something that
and
we
teams
feel like
could
it's
plan
needed
around
Well,
to.
for the
Air 1
longest
based off
time,
its
I've always
location.
understood it's Air 1 comes out, interceptors get on the boost, Air 1 goes and lands.
No, at
in
times I don't even
fucking
call for it. I'm like,
RTBs.
okay, it's A plus. We can keep up with that. We got interceptors. We got charges,
Yeah.
right? We have the tools in place on the ground to keep up. We don't need to exhaust our resources in the air unless there is a call of 78, somebody's being shot at, or officer in distress.
I
or-
also feel like on the scene of things like that, man, I as a higher up or as like Bass or even 5-0, like with your guys' characters, I get it. Whenever like something happens and it grants you the ability to pull Air 1 out or the ability to have max units or whatever, like do it 100%. But if you're seeing there and you're sitting there watching a situation and for the next 45, 50 minutes, no one shoots a shot, no one does anything, is there ever a moment that comes by in your head where it's like, okay, the situation has regressed, let's regress also, or let's downgrade the amount of cops that are on, or let's go ahead and put up the heli, or vice versa?
Absolutely.
Does that ever come by?
Hutch, I get called the fucking cop criminal, the soft ass chief of police at times because I try to look at the bigger picture and not look at one side. I try to see it from your perspective. And I've gotten a lot of
Yeah.
shit from it. And then people have memed and said some shit about me all the time because I care about both sides instead of just looking at it from one side. I've gotten so many shit. I get shit from criminals, I get shit from cop viewers, and I get shit from my own people, right? All the time. And I'm like getting like fucking pancake from both sides because I look at both sides. I don't look at one side. Because I know that if I make it not fun for you, I'm not gonna have a good time. And vice versa.
I mean, yeah, I hear that, but I mean, you're also not a saint. Like, I can't tell you how many times you get pissed and you're just like, fuck it, shoot them out. Bah, 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 bah,
I've done that.
bah, bah,
I'm not afraid to admit it. I've done that in the heat
course
of the
not.
moment. I've done that for sure. Where I've gotten like S1 or pit to a fucking wall. I was like, where is this coming from? And I've came out of the car and shot the car. I've done that before. You know, I'm not afraid to say I've caught myself in the heat of the moment and let my emotion trap my logic and let that shit take over. I've done that. I'm guilty of that for sure.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said before, I think that, like you guys said, it was a once in a whatever the fuck. It is what it is. But at the same time, that once in a whatever the fuck, the consequences of us is we lose hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of shit for that once of a time that all the shit is pulled out or whatever. Like you guys said, the consequences for you guys is that you guys go, okay, let's not do that much of crazy shit next time. It is what it is.
Agreed. I
Move
think
on.
I try.
What consequences are you looking for the police?
Not really. It's
We've had this conversation before. This is the same thing. We're rolling back to the whole cop compared to crim.
I
agree. That. It is what it is. You know, cops have it.
But
Summit Hutch, we want you guys to have a good time in the server, right?
That comparison. But what I do want is a fair shake when it comes to when we put a lot of time into something like that. You know what I'm saying? And it just doesn't feel like everyone's a fair shake to me in the way it is. I think that you guys have access to that, and I think that's fair. But I think the amount of time you have access to it is not fair.
So somebody did.
And I also
somebody
think
did the math, by the way.
You
Somebody did the math.
You
want to know
to cops to make good decisions when it comes to repairing their vehicles and gassing their vehicles if they plan on staying in a chase if someone comes back up. Like maybe if a VCB is called. No, listen. If a VCB is called, even if it's 20 seconds, 30 seconds, a minute, unless you're getting off that call, you shouldn't be gassing and repairing. You should be waiting for the UTL call. If it's a call on UTL, that's different. Then you can do your thing. But if you're only getting VCBs and you're repairing and gassing, that's dumb. If you're getting back in that chase, those are my two problems, honestly.
And then somebody did the math behind the Air One. They just tested it right now. It says ballpark takes 9 minutes for it to go back for fuel, and it takes 1.5 minutes to refuel from empty to full. So it gives you what?
So wait, you're saying you have 9 minutes to follow me around and then a minute and a half window for me to escape? I'm confused.
Correct.
What's it mean?
Correct. So 9 minutes to fly around.
I mean,
and then,
do you think that sounds normal?
I mean,
that sounds like my contract.
That's not an accurate number because there's flying away and then flying back.
Run in an hour.
So I'm giving you a ballpark here. I'm not saying these numbers are correct. This is what somebody tested in the PD.
Okay. Well, we have a high command meeting on Thursday. We'll talk about the usage of Air One, and I mean, Coyle's going to be there. We'll see what he thinks about it, and we'll adjust if he seems fit.
You don't need to adjust based on this. I'm just saying, like, this is how I feel.
But we do want to. We want everybody to be happy.
We're looking at the bigger picture here, okay? Right?
You know what I mean? I don't want to fuck it up for everybody. You know, it is what it is. But that's how I feel, and I like to think I'm a fucking decent driver. You know.
No, you're a really good driver.
So
but
motherfuckers got to be having a harder time than my dumb ass with Air One.
A lot of people don't. So a lot of people do vehicle swaps. A lot of people do vehicle swaps.
You have to understand, but that's where you're stuck on boosts, right?
Yeah, boost is different though.
Unless you guys want to pretend like I'm not in a fucking car that you know is stolen. Unless you want to pretend it's not a boosted car and just it's a normal stolen car, then we can come back for it. But
everyone should be out for a boost regardless.
It's like a prize, you know what I mean? It's treated like a prize. It's like we got our fucking car, which is fine. I'm cool with that. But you have to understand, we don't have as much strategy involved. Literally, the strategy is pit you guys. It fucking sucks. It's stale. I don't like that strategy. I don't like to have to take the cop out behind me with a fucking car hit from a teammate. That sucks dick. I want to put the moves on him myself. But we legitimately don't have strategies because you're a ride or die with whatever piece of shit A+ car that is.
That's the problem with Grand Theft Auto. It's very, very closed. There's not much you can do to add flavor to things. You have to keep doing the same thing. And it's going to get stale, and people are going to get pissed after a while and come up with a means of combating whatever you come up with. So I understand your woes. I definitely do. I want everybody to have fun. I've said this many times.
Same here.
We all want everybody to provide content.
These motherfuckers are on an Athena right here. We need to sneak onto this boat. Just send our ship into the fucking oblivion. We're going to jump off the back here. Jump off the back right now. Jump off the back.
We want everybody to be able to provide content. I don't want anybody to end their stream and not, make their paycheck for that. That's fucked up.
Well, not even that. Having a good time, actually.
Food out of somebody's mouth.
I mean, I think...
I understand we're going to get caught up sometimes, You guys are going to fucking own us, and it happens. We fuck up and stuff. But, yeah, man, that's just insane for a normal boost. I mean, I understand it's like not a normal boost actually, but let's just hold on to this ladder for a second. Don't move, okay?
Yeah.
And then just listen.
Right now, you can see in top left.
Yeah, like I said, those are my concerns. I guess I don't really have much else to fucking go on besides those things. When it comes to gunshots and, like I said, I don't like the current boosting meta. I'm personally not a fan of the whole, like the way that we have to defend it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It kind of sucks. I want to be able to escape you guys from straight driving and not always need somebody to come behind me and pitch you motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Because that kind of sucks.
Yeah, because it escalates on both sides. You escalate, we escalate, and then somebody's going to end up with lead inside of them, right? At the end of the day, that's going to happen.
Because no one's going to back off on it,
Well, like I said, at the end of the day, we want to talk to you and hear your feedback. And
we're always here, dude. If you are upset about anything, feel free to reach out. I say this to everybody.
I think everyone is doing okay. I don't think anyone's doing like necessarily a bad job or anything. I just think that those are just a couple of my concerns. Like I said, like I got kind of pissed at how fucking long Air One was up my ass, and I got kind of pissed at seeing video footage afterward of people just repairing. You know what I mean, and continuing in the thing.
Of course, those are valid concerns.
I do have a question for you.
I'm gonna talk to those guys, privately. You know what I mean. So I'll talk to people off
I got you
about it and stuff.
Would you play cop again, Summit?
Yeah, I just got on with Mac the other day. You know what I mean?
Get on more.
I just wish it wasn't so easy.
Are you a cadet or?
No,
I'm a full-fledged dude now. Yeah.
So easy to do what?
Your cars are just so fucking cake. But yo, Hutch. By the way, I'm tucked on the ship. Do not kill these guys into oblivion. They'll scuttle. Just let these guys sell everything. Let them. Okay. Come tuck on the ship. Let them sell all their stuff. And then what's it called, dude? They're getting attacked by something. What the fuck?
They're getting attacked by the mermaids.
Let them sell all their stuff, and then well, they have an Athena they still have to get.
Yeah, I'm about to die here, I think.
Chat,
Okay, just
Summit's
come back. You
entitled to
can
his
get, the
opinion.
ship
It's
might
fine.
not be too far away. You can come back.
He's saying it from his perspective.
I'm a fucking barrel underneath their ship right now. Sorry, guys. We're playing Sea of Thieves being jackasses.
No,
right
no,
now.
you're good. You're good.
No, I'm watching. Well, you could become a fucking barrel now.
Fuck!
Yeah.
Damn, the Bills just.
dead.
They
lost their fucking
must have put
Patriots.
that shit in because of you, dude.
I'm sure a lot of people had to play on it for sure. I wasn't the person who came up with tucking. I was taught to tuck, and then
You perfected it.
Dude, the early days
Yeah.
of Sea of Thieves, those were golden eras.
yo,
man.
Hutch, you got to stop killing these motherfuckers.
Bruh, I'm
Either
dead.
go
I'm dead.
hide
I'm
or
dead.
sacrifice. Yeah,
Hey, you
big
act like
dummy.
I'm not trying to tuck, and then I walk into a shotgun, you dog.
You dog ass.
All right, I'll come back. Try to at least.
We'll see if these guys notice the barrel. They might.
Oh.
They still have an Athena they got to pick up. I think they did a full Athena because it looks like they have all the stuff for it. They're turning that in, and then they're going to go pick up the Athena.
But yeah, I think at the end of the day, man. Sorry, I was focusing on sucking. At the end of the day, like none of us hate each other. I just think, obviously, I think I speak for me and Jared. We're fucking competitive, and whenever shit seems like no matter how hard we try or what we do, it's just like, bro, we're running into the same fucking wall at certain points. And I'll be the first one to tell you I'm a little bitch sometimes whenever it comes to
If you guys want, I'm down to just put bikes in
But
alleyways everywhere I go.
But
That
that's the thing,
happens.
right? And
No,
that's
no,
what we don't.
you
but
joke
that's what
about
we
that.
don't
That
Say
happens.
that shit,
Bro.
You guys gotta understand every meta that or whatever fucking job that you guys do, and you come up with some sick ass escape. The rest of the fucking entire server does it.
You set the tone. for the
Everybody
server.
does it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody
You set the
fucking
tone.
does it, and then they
My
add their
jump got
shitty ass
roasted
twist to
in
it.
a day, bro.
CG tries to come up with unique shit though, for the most.
No, which is fucking great. I love them for doing it.
It's ruined by others.
Yes,
Yeah, because-
everybody they grab your meta and then they put some shitty ass fucking twist to
It's
it.
the cookie cutter idea, right? If it works,
Yeah.
use it till it's fucking
100%.
broken, right? So
So
But yeah,
you
that's,
guys come up with great fucking plans. I mean, my favorite was the Too Fast, Too Furious escape. But
I'll never forget that.
Listen, I tell cops to stop having their wiener out in their hand while they fucking bring us to prison with a big
Yeah.
smile on their face. It hurts us. Okay?
I think the biggest thing I can tell you guys, not directed at you, but more of directed at everyone
Joking.
who the 90% of the other bullshit is like there. You guys really do have some fucking cops who like they get a hard on. I'll say Wrangler because I know fucking Pinta doesn't give a shit, but he's not even like a bad one. At least Pinta will do it and be obvious about it. But there's certain cops that is, bro, they just, man, they do some scummy shit like acting like, you, Bass, you never do this. So I'll use you as a perfect example. If I lose control of my vehicle and you aren't ramming, you will give me the space and you will let me do my thing. There's other cops who, if you lose control of your vehicle early on, what they'll do is they'll just bubble you on accident and fuck your shit up and do like, little things like that doesn't seem a lot, but end up being huge. Like pitting at 120 and saying bubble when it's not a fucking accident. It's the same cop every single time. Driving in the opposite lanes of travel, doing scummy shit.
Killer, thinking the 50 bomb, machine thinking the 5
Yeah,
bomb.
right. Nitpicking,
Same
brother.
times. Yeah, I agree. I agree.
We're not
I'm
complaining
just,
about the
I
whole
don't
fucking
know.
server. We just
Yeah.
have our concerns.
I mean,
about
Yeah,
the
you're
server.
right.
going back to that, it happens. There should be a courtesy thing. Listen,
agree.
you got bubbled.
I
Like,
agree.
let me give these guys some space. You got fucking, you
Yeah, I
know,
agree.
you got decent. Like, let me back off of that. It's not fair, right? That was not supposed to happen, right? Like, there should be that courtesy kind of
I'm
thing that give it back.
nitpicking. He's right. I apologize. I'm nitpicking like a motherfucker.
I mean,
But
it's all
still,
good.
I mean,
It's all good.
It's
Go,
hard.
hey, like
Yeah.
I said, my shit's always open. If you ever want to vent, I'm here. Ssaab, same thing. I mean, a few people. I wish more would come before it gets to this like boiling point. And you're just pissed and you're just done with the server and shit. We need to talk often, and I think we don't do that enough. We haven't had a community meeting in a while, or all of the big guys haven't gotten together in a while. We really need to talk often.
I think you really guys should show up to this No Pixel meeting happening on Sunday. I think you should show up and kind of voice kind of your frustration or how you feel about the whole thing. And
There's a
provide
fucking
feedback.
meeting on Sunday.
It is on Sunday. There's a No Pixel meeting on Sunday.
Yeah, we can.
And a lot of people don't show up from the Crim side, I'll be honest, and it's kind of because we don't get to hear their perspective. So a lot of things are made without hearing their perspective of what's happening because we only get one side at times. So I would really recommend you guys show up to that meeting and kind of just tell it how it is, man. Like, tell your story.
Is this a big meeting or just like a?
I don't
So
know.
whoever
Sounds
shows
like
up
an
to me.
AA meeting, not a No Pixel meeting. Tell your story. Tell them what's going
Dude,
on.
if we do a community meeting, nobody's gonna be able to talk.
Yeah, well, that's the thing too. I'm gonna be honest. Like, even if we do come, and it's just gonna be like we'll say what we have. Like, here's my thing with No Pixel meetings. I'm gonna be 100% honest. It's the same 3 people talking in circles for a very, very long time, and it lasts for 6 fucking hours.
Okay. I recently
That is very true.
recently it's gotten better. I agree with you, but
Okay.
recently
That's the last one
recently
I
it's
was
been
in, was
Han,
just
Coil, and
painful,
DW kind of taking lead and just
Yeah.
dictating the path of the meeting and saying we're doing this, we're doing that, and that's gonna happen tomorrow. And then everybody just kind of follows along, right? And we just sometimes we don't get to hear your perspective or a lot of the top gangs, CB, CG, don't show up to it at times.
I know it's predominantly like cops and
I can do this again. I think Hutch, you were with OTT when I did this. I went around to every gang and I was like, "Hey, what are your problems with the police?"
Yeah,
I wrote them
I
all
remember
down.
that.
I gave them the high command, and we tried to adjust and change from there. I can do
Yeah.
that once a month, or once every 2 months, so I can get everybody's voice heard, and we can have better lines of communication.
I remember
I mean,
that.
right
It
now,
was-
Honestly, dude, I'll tell you the perfect fix right now.
What is that?
They just need to make fucking filling up the helicopter like some sort of mini game that takes you quite some time. Give you a crim hacking mini game.
I knew
They should give you some sort of memory game or fucking hacking that bitch.
I would be down for a hacking game.
Right?
I would be down for a
We have a
hacking
hacking
game.
game already.
No, but that's for the elevator. That's
Yeah.
actually a good idea, and I'll tell Koya that.
Listen,
I think that
That's
would
an
be
important tool
to
for you
repair the
guys.
helicopter. It should be some sort of little mini game or whatever. And if you're good at it, you obviously get it back in the air quicker. But if it's not, then you're gonna sit there for 20 minutes trying to figure out the stupid game.
Listen, you're talking to the guy who we were on Tarkov, right? This is my favorite story with me and Jared. Been playing for years together, and my favorite one is we were playing Tarkov and we were on fucking Woods, and we couldn't figure out what the fuck and where the fuck we were on Woods. So Jared went to like 3 Reddit website or 3 different Reddit threads and was looking at these maps. So I tell my chat, I said, chat, every time he says that the maps are backwards, I'm gonna take a shot. I believe it was like 4th of July.
Oh, I
By
was
the
tripping
end
that
of
day,
the
bro. I
time
was so
he
mad.
stopped saying the word backwards, I had 17 shots of Jack Daniels and I couldn't walk to the fucking bathroom.
Damn, you're getting blackout drunk.
Yeah.
With that being
Well, it
said,
was
Oh,
the
chat,
time
appreciate all the
where
love. Thank you.
there was a
Fucking
time where
helicopters.
maps didn't exist yet. So people had just made their own maps, okay? And when the map layout actually was given or decided like what was north and what was actually south by the game devs, I would use my watch in game to go northwest, east, or south, right? Or east or west.
Right?
And or whatever the fuck, right? And then I would look at the map that the players made, and now after they had added the watch with the north south and shit, the map had actually fucking flipped. So I was trying to figure out where to go on this fucking map and literally going the opposite direction for God knows how long. And I was so pissed that these fucking and some of them were flipped and some of them weren't. Some of them were updated and fixed and some of them weren't, and they told you nothing. Oh, I was so fucking mad. It was crazy. So I was going off on it, and obviously had to do some shots for it.
So Hutch, no disrespect, what does this have to do with anything?
Absolutely nothing. He just kept going on about the fucking helicopter, and I wanted to give you an example of that's just what he does. He gets pissed about something, and he'll let you know.
Summit, you're a pretty competitive person, right? Like for you, like you get really into it. You're very passionate about something. You find something, you grind the shit out of that till you've accomplished it, or you've done everything possible.
I like having accomplishments in my video games. It's progression.
You focus on one thing at a time, and you completely work on it completely. So I respect that, right?
Yeah, I'm simple.
So it makes sense why you're still kind of stuck on the whole thing, because like it's playing in your mind over and over again. Is my guess, right?
I like to resolve things personally, or at least come to a conclusion with each other as boys here. You know what I'm saying? That's important to me too. You know what I mean? So yeah, either or. I'm not the type of guy who just like moves on to the next game and can forget about it. I'm the type of guy who, just like Hutch, we'll have to sit there and talk about it forever until like we start.
You have to get out of your system basically for you to.
We can't like. I wish, bro. I wish I could sit there, man. And this is my biggest downfall. It's probably why I've been banned 17 times on the server. But thankfully, someone loves me and they keep me around. I can't let something dumb happen and not fucking say something or bitch, I just don't have it in me. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten fucking locker room fights or in fights with higher ups when I was with the Mets or with the White Sox. It's my problem. I'm sorry. I never mean it personally. I'm fucking harsh. I'm an asshole. But I'll fucking
may not mean it personally, but the concerns are still there. You know, like at least my two concerns. I can still stay behind.
And I totally get that. I mean, that was the whole point of the call right here, is to hear out your concerns and your feedback, to understand your perspective on the whole thing. Because like I said, me and Five0 don't play Crim pretty often. We don't do boosts. We don't actually get to go through.
I knew that when you guys were just like, why don't you just turn it into a normal car, man? It's easy. Like
no, I knew it because we're talking about boosts. You can't go to the car. I know you lose rep and it has consequences when you ditch it, right? So I see where you're coming from when it comes to the whole thing.
Ssaab, it's 80 B+ cars to make a regular vehicle, and that's just for an S+. Oh, we're good. So just an idea, just to give you a bearing. It's a lot of work, man, and that's one thing. Like the server's very MMO grind, but at the same time, like I'm not asking for y'all to go easy. To be honest, it's easy as fuck to get the 80 parts anyways. This is just, it's just voicing our opinions. And to be honest, I agree with a lot of the shit that you're saying. Did you just die, Jared?
Yeah, they found me.
All right, turn it hard.
Can you stand on top of barrels and then barrel?
I don't.
Yes, but the problem is you move with the waves.
There's not a lot of barrels you can stand on top.
Oh, you move with the waves.
Yeah, our barrels don't move like
that's the one way you can find out the difference. Yeah. You can really only trick people who aren't expecting it at all.
And these guys seem pretty
they're on an Athena and they're about to pick up their Athena. Realistically, we should shadow them to their next island, not get too close to them. As soon as they leave that island, we kill them.
Yeah, I really appreciate all the level of support you guys came in right now. Okay, sorry I missed some subs. Some of the guys from No Pixel in here, I really appreciate a lot. What's up, homie? Sorry.
What we do, bro. Like hunting these fucking Athenas.
I do have a question for you guys. At what point or what time have you guys felt like, you know what, I really enjoy being on the server? Like, what made you feel that way at one point? Like, was it like what interaction or what chase or incident or mechanic that made you feel that way? Like, at what point did you ever feel that way?
What, like you like?
Let me throw a curveball. What point when you got arrested did you enjoy the interaction?
I like that one actually.
That's a tough one. I can't remember that. I think the last time I got arrested, it was all Gucci, but I don't remember. When's the last time we got arrested, Hutch?
Last time we got arrested
was
with Judd during the boost. No, we did. We got away with that actually, or did we?
No, Judd got caught. You guys got away.
Okay, yeah, fucking idiot.
Yeah, he was like, I don't roleplay with you. Throw me in jail.
Oh, that.
Hold on, I'm asking.
Yeah, I thought they were fucking memeing.
No, he was not happy. I don't know if he's memeing or not. I don't think he was happy.
Iggy in the river, the bait and switch. Ah, fuck, man. I don't remember the last time. It had to have been somewhat recent. I don't stay out of prison that often.
I'm just trying to understand, like, what is it? What is it you enjoy when it comes to the police interaction? Okay, so
Fairness.
okay,
I don't mind getting
I'm gonna be
fucked up.
honest. The thing that I hate the
You
most
guys
is
pit hard, whatever, that kind of stuff, you know.
Hmm.
AJ shits on me with that kind of stuff before. I remember having a problem with that back in the day. But man, I just think I think like the amount of cops need to like, dude. It's hard to say that because today's a special occasion. You're saying that's
Agreed.
not normal for fucking 15 cops
absolutely
to be
no,
on
no,
me.
no, 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 hell no. I've never seen that
But
before for A+ boost. It was the craziest chase I've seen. You should see our map. It was literally so many cops across the city and so many shots fired and people going down and people crashing. It was wild. It was wild.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that.
I mean, like I said, at the end of the day, okay, are the criminals the underdog? Absolutely. You are the
and
David
it's
toward the
supposed to be like
Goliath,
that.
right?
It's supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be like that. I get that. You know.
You'll always be the underdog, no matter what, because we always have numbers and we have weapon and resources that is so easy to disposal, right? So fairness can be very hard to implement on a roleplay server at times, but we try to find that balance to make sure it's not too overbearing.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. It was just like the most insane thing to just have the entire cop force, okay, and Air One, and I just felt like it was fucking nuts. But I guess can't really complain if it's kind of an event. But then again, you guys are saying you didn't even know it was an event, so that was like kind of a normal response.
I don't think everybody knew. I think some cops knew about it.
I don't know. Like who was told?
I think Corona was told.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to jump over to this.
I
Real
think
quick
the
while they
SRU
check
people,
that.
the supervisors were told. The people that were like involved in the racing and boosting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, yeah. Like I said, we'll talk about it on Thursday, and then I guess again on Sunday.
I mean, if you guys don't find any of the stuff like relevant at all, and like no changes happen, like it is what it is. I don't care. And, you know, it's
not
fine.
about-
I'll just live with it. You know what I'm saying?
It's not about
I just
making
think everyone's
changes.
such a dick.
It's about making it, you know, make it more sense to where like, okay, that makes a lot of sense where it's coming from. Like that feedback, it's legit. It's you know, we need to work on that. We have problems we need to fix, right? So,
Well, I mean, yeah. Why don't we? I mean, getting the opinion of other crims would be nice too. You know what I'm saying? Seeing how they feel about at least my two concerns. Like I said, Air One and cops repairing.
I'll bring it up in the meeting that we're having in Pixel everybody, and I'll bring it up in the High Command meeting. We're having one on Thursday for High Command meeting. There's gonna be PD meeting, and there's also a big Pixel meeting on Sunday. So, which is really good that I mean, obviously this is good to happen right now, but the timing kind of works out pretty good because we can bring it up and discuss it and look back to what happened and say, you know what, is this something we want to see on the servers? Is this fair, right? So we'll go from there, I guess.
All right, sounds good.
All right. Well, anything else you guys want to talk about?
Any other concerns? We're open.
Yeah,
I don't think
feel free. Seriously,
I don't have problems.
Okay.
Honestly, you know, it's funny is the thing that I thought I would always complain about is how much you guys shit on us in gunfights, but realistically, I think that's swayed a little bit recently.
That should not be happening.
You guys shit on us, dude.
Oh, you talking about like, oh shit?
Nah, there was a time period where you guys are pooping
destroyed
on us so bad, man. We couldn't, yeah. But I don't know. I think that may have changed with the Glock. Maybe the Glock being introduced to fucking crims is kind of insane.
That shit is fucking.
That might get nerfed. Actually.
Here's the thing. Okay, if you hold that, you're probably gonna go down. If you shoot and dip, you're probably gonna get away. That's how it is.
So it's easier said than done, though. Shooting and dipping, I wish I
Yeah,
can
it's
shoot
so
and dip as much as you guys would like us
easier,
to. But the problem is, we just get caught. Not to mention, now that we can't really shoot out the back of our cars very well at all, and you guys can shoot out of the front of your cars, if we are ever in an escaping position, you can force our hand on staying in that position.
Now, a couple things. We only shoot if you shoot from your car. I that's my policy. You as a police officer, you should be only.
No.
That should not be happening. That should not be happening.
There's different standards. If it's constant fucking ramming, I mean,
I was told that it was a defensive thing to shoot out of your car if you're a police officer.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, I mean that's what I do. So if I'm getting shot at, I'm gonna shoot out of my car. If not, I'm gonna place my car.
So
in
like I'll
defensive
give you a
position
scenario.
And get out and shoot with my a Glock or MPX.
I'll give you a scenario. It happens to be on a boost. Who would have thought we have to ride or die for the car? So we end up shooting a cop who's alone to get away. However, one cop does notice us and starts chasing after us. Right. This is long, like a little time after we were shooting. It wasn't like he witnessed us do it and then started chasing us. And then as he's chasing us, there's no possibility for us to do anything because he's shooting out of the front of his car. We can't shoot back. and then eventually he's just going to hit a tire, and there's really nothing much we can do, and he forces us to stay and sit rather than flee, right? And it's like it's just more difficult to flee than it's expected, which you know, I guess it should be like that too. But yeah, I was just kind of like answering that. They can force our hand sometime too. You know what I mean?
No, absolutely. And like I said, the policy is like you
Don't
only
shoot me off here. Don't shoot me off here. I'm on their ladder. Oh, he just jumped off. He's trying to go to you. He's getting on your ladder right now. These guys are actually pretty good. He's on your ladder.
Yeah, I gave him the fucking work.
If
bro.
this guy goes down to repair, I'm gonna go up on his
I
ladder.
got his ass. Yep, yeah, he's dead. He's dead. That
Do they
one's
have
dead.
helicopters in Sea of Thieves?
Luckily, they don't,
Oh,
so we don't
okay,
have to.
thank God.
But yeah, man, like I said, we got, like, there's no vendettas against anybody here. It's more of just like you said, competitiveness and vice versa, whatever. And if
Which
that
is
goes the
normal.
same side, if you guys ever sit there and you're like, what they're doing is fucking scummy and this, that, and the other, fuck these guys, just send a message always.
I know a lot of people always say, you know, you should never be competitive in role play, but at the end of the
That's
day, it's still a
bullshit.
fucking video. Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
It is bullshit. It's a
exactly.
video game, dude. You know,
Everybody's
when you-
competitive. I don't care what anybody says. Everybody,
It's,
everybody
you know,
goes hard
do-
sometimes.
We
I've
play
done
games
it.
to try to win. So
Yeah, exactly. Everybody does it. Come on now.
It's-
It's a human thing.
So trying to intertwine that with, you know, role play with 300 people on a server and
Everyone's making
being
a living. It's
balanced and all that
100%,
shit.
yeah,
It's just
exactly.
there's so much that is involved. But I think constant communication and conversations like this will keep us from each other's throat.
Yep.
So
And that's the whole
Like I
purpose
said-
behind it.
my shit's open. Message me anytime, boys. I don't want to hold you guys up.
Yeah, same traffic. Oh my God. I
Absolutely,
mean,
guys, I
same thing.
appreciate
Same
you.
thing.
Yeah.
All right.
GG's.
All right.
Thank you for the talk. We appreciate it.
Likewise.
And yeah, man, like I said, even if nothing changes, it doesn't matter. It's still nice to, you know, have a concern heard. So I appreciate
Chop it up.
Of course.
No problem.
Take your time, gentlemen.
guys.
Good night.
All right.
it.
see
Jeez,
you
fellas,
dudes.
let up.